What's up, everybody? Anton Kraly here again, and welcome to another episode of the eCommerce Lifestyle Podcast from eCommerceLifestyle.com. So today I have another episode coming to you from the car, but today I'm not driving into the office. I'm actually driving home right now from an early morning gym session. I've been going to the gym with the personal trainer for, I guess, the past few months now. I'm doing like 4 days a week before work, and I've been trying just basically to get in shape for summer. Got a lot of stuff coming up, and it's cool. I've been doing like a mixture of heavy weights with boxing, and if anyone hasn't got into boxing, like I'm just starting now, and I'm 33 years old, and I gotta say, like, I love it. Like, I'm not planning on fighting anybody, but it's an awesome workout, and like it really does get like your arms and shoulders and like just whole upper body like shredded, and it feels really good, and it's also like a fun skill to learn. So not what this podcast is about, but if anyone is looking for something like to do cardio and get a good workout in that's not, boring, I would definitely recommend trying to find a trainer or a gym that has a boxing coach or boxing classes and try it out. It's a lot of fun. It goes by fast, and it's a good workout. But with that being said, the reason I wanted to make this episode right now on my drive home is because my trainer, who I've become kind of buddies with, he's super fit guy, obviously, and he's creating info products. So still e-commerce, not our traditional type of physical product businesses, but he's already created his first one, and he's been selling it through his social followings that he has on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. And his first product, it did well. He did a launch for it, got a bunch of sales, and now I was talking to him about like kind of what he's planning on doing, because he knows I'm a marketing guy, he knows I'm an e-commerce guy, and he was sharing like all these things that him and his business partner have planned. And I was just like, so like, and it's just two of them. It's him and his business partner that are running this business, which is fine. But I was like, so when are you planning on, doing all this stuff? Like, and when I say this stuff, I mean things like, having new courses come out, incorporating things like diet plans, incorporating a physical product store onto their website, just this huge list of things that, yeah, in an ideal world, would all make sense. And if you were doing them all, I'm sure you'd make more money and it would help the business. But I kind of like was going through with him what I think is realistic and kind of the framework that I use when we are looking at all of our options out there to kind of make sure we're spending our time on the right thing and not getting depressed or feeling overwhelmed when we're not getting everything done. And this is a thing that every single entrepreneur will go through, and it's totally normal. So I wanted to share kind of my thoughts on this with you because, again, this is totally normal to feel this way. And if you feel stuck or if you feel like you can never get anything done, this might be the reason why. So, usually when people talk about like shiny object syndrome, that's like a tongue twister for me, shiny object syndrome, and they're marketers, they're usually referring to like people always wanting to hop on a new business model or try something new. But with me and with you, I'm assuming, you're already there in the sense that you have a business that's running, that's profitable, that's making money. So for us, shiny object syndrome refers to, oh, wow, I saw this blog post on how someone is using Facebook lead ads and I'm not doing that yet. Or, wow, I saw this YouTube video on how I can use, YouTube True View ads or YouTube bumper ads and, capture all this new market share that I'm not doing yet. Or, wow, I'm selling, product XYZ. I really want to add product ABC to my site. And the list goes on and on and on, because as business owners, right, as entrepreneurs, we're always looking for ways to do better, to improve, to make more money, to make our stores more profitable. And when that happens, we, obviously get marketed to, just like we market to people, and we start to build these to-do lists. Again, it could be try this new Facebook ad type, run these YouTube ads, contact the supplier, add this products, private label this, sell on Amazon, whatever it is. And before you know it, it doesn't take long, maybe even within a few days, you could be staring down at a piece of paper that has things that would honestly take a team of maybe 10 people, 12 months to accomplish. But somehow you have this list, you created it for yourself, or maybe for you and your small team, and somehow you think that you're going to get it all done. And the issue is you're not. Okay, so what we do when we, not overachieve, that's the wrong word, when we create something like this, when we want to do too much, what we're really doing is setting ourselves up to fail, even though it's impossible to succeed. Okay, so I'll say that again. When we make these lists, when we see all these things that we want to do, when we, for some reason, think we can get them done, all we're doing is setting ourselves up to fail and giving ourselves no chance at success. And that's a quick way to honestly go into a depression and think you're a failure as a business owner and think you're always behind. When the truth is you're not. It's just impossible to do what you want to do with the talent and maybe funds you have in front of you in the time frame you want to get it done. So the whole point of this, and what I was explaining to my trainer, and kind of what I have to reteach myself, it seems like every few months or so, is that it's okay to not get everything done, and you always want to put yourself in a position where you're going to succeed. So just like you, probably, when I see new ideas, when there's new things I want to do, I do write them down, I add them to a list, but the way I do it is I don't have it somewhere that's right in front of my face all the time. So I literally have a folder in my Google Drive, and the folder is just ideas, and that idea list has all those things that I hear about, that maybe someone tells me at a mastermind, again, that I read a blog post about, whatever it is, and that just has this huge list of things that, yeah, they're cool, and maybe one day I'll do. Now, the lists that I actually look at on a day-to-day basis, the list that my team and I together look at and work off of on a day-to-day basis, has about 3 things on it maximum. Okay, so not the 100 ideas. It has about 3 things that we know 100% without a shadow of a doubt that we can accomplish. Why do we do that? Well, first of all, so we can actually get things done. And second of all, so we feel good about ourselves, so we're succeeding. Because if I took that whole list, and I really want you to think about this, because you might be doing this to yourself. If I took that whole list, right, that one Google sheet I have, and I shared it with the whole team, and I said, all right, guys, here's our objectives, let's get to it, right? And it was a list of 50 things that, again, are impossible to accomplish within, any shorter given time frame, everyone's going to freak out and be like, first of all, what's wrong with Anton? Why does he think we can get this all done? And second of all, how are we going to work together? Who's going to do what? What should we tackle first? So what I do, again, and what I think is a good framework for my trainer, like I recommended to him, and what I think is a great framework for you, is you always have that list hidden somewhere in your Google Drive of everything you want to get done. And what you do on a weekly basis, this is what we do. Every Monday, I personally pick 3 things from that list that I know we can accomplish within a week. Those 3 things go onto a new list, which is our weekly list, the 3 things for the week. And on Monday, we have a team meeting first thing in the morning. We go through those 3 things with the team. Everyone discusses what we actually have to do individually to everyone, to contribute to getting them done. And then we get to work. And then on Thursday, we review where we're at with progress on those 3 things. If anyone's stuck, they say where they need help. If anyone, wants to share anything that, whatever they got stuck with, that they can contribute, they share it then. And by Friday, we accomplish those 3 things. Now, obviously, I hope you could see where I'm going with this, but what that does is make things actually possible. It makes progress actually happen. It sets us up for success more than anything, and it makes us reach our goals. And guess what? Eventually, that huge list that I have that people don't look at every day to day, eventually all the most important things are going to be crossed off. They are going to be accomplished. It's because they're not in your day-to-day list. So if you're listening to this right now, and maybe you're looking down at like a pen and paper, or maybe you have your notebook somewhere with all your ideas, that's what I want you to do, okay? This is like, you have my permission. All these things that you think are going to totally revolutionize your business that you've written down, go ahead and cross them all off. If you need to keep them somewhere, put them in a file, but cross them all off of the list you look at every day, because it's seriously going to make you feel bad about yourself when you think, why am I not getting this stuff done? And if you want to build on that, I could share more on our framework for meetings and for productivity in the future. But if you really want to get stuff done, choose 3 things that you know you can accomplish in a given week, have them on your list on Monday, review them on Thursday, have them done by Friday. So that's kind of it, guys. That's what I wanted to share in today's message. If you have any comments, or if you want me to talk about like productivity and, again, how we choose maybe which tasks we focus on, go to eCommerceLifestyle.com. Again, just spelt out, no weird hyphens or anything, just eCommerceLifestyle.com. Click on the tab in the menu that says episodes, and then look for this episode, and just leave a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if you want to hear more about how we do this, if you want any of our frameworks, and I'd be more than happy to share them with you. All right, guys? guys, so that's it. I'm back at my apartment, and I'm sitting in my parking garage right now, screaming at my phone like a weirdo. So I'm gonna go upstairs before anyone sees me down here. So I hope everyone has a good day, gets a lot done, and I will talk to you all guys in the next episode of e-commerce lifestyle. Thank you, everybody.